I've been very outspoken against Nigel Farage for quite a few years now. I've made anyone that watches my videos will know that about me, that I don't trust the man, and I believe he's working for the establishment. He wants to be accepted, and he's filling up his Reform Party with globalist Tories, and he's kicking out anyone that that actually would have the will to do what needs to be done to get our country back. And you know, they're the people that have got the stomach for that fight and the balls, basically. And so, obviously, I don't trust him, and I know that a lot of people are still going to vote for him. And you know, I think you're wasting your vote. Well, I think you're letting them know that they can carry on doing what the establishment has been doing to us for decades and carry on, just with a rebrand and a slightly different shade of blue. But and the Lotus Eaters, the guys that I like very much, have been talking quite a lot lately about something that would mean that that wouldn't matter. So basically meaning the sheer numbers of people that, let's just say 2 million people or more turned up at Unite the Kingdom. And I think that shook them to the core. I don't think they could believe that so many people would turn up from coming all around the country. And in future events, those numbers are only going to grow. So they know that, well, so they're the point meaning that it doesn't matter if Nigel Farage is a shill for the globalists and the establishment and wants to just be in the big seat, that he will actually have to dance to our tune and do what we want. Pause for thought, I suppose. Pause for thought, food for thought. Yeah, maybe, probably not. But it's interesting, and it has got me thinking about it. So I don't know, however, you know, how many people watch this that feel the same way. I know there's going to be people saying, you know, vote advance, vote this, vote that, you know, Homeland, UKIP, whatever. Reform's going to win the next general election, and that general election is going to happen. I think it has to happen sooner rather than later. I think that it will implode. I know people, you know, technically they could just stay in power and, you know, for another, whatever, 3 to 4 years. But I think as things disintegrate around them, I just think the whole thing will disintegrate, and it will have to be brought to a head. And there'll be challenges from within the Labour Party for leadership. And so they'll, you know, he'll have his Caesar moment where he gets stabbed. But yeah, so when it happens, Reform looks like they're going to win, and there's nothing that's going to stop that from happening. And it'd just be interesting to see whether or not, yeah, we control Reform or not. And then if we don't, and they carry on doing what they do, then that will fall apart, and then the country will fall apart. There will be absolute chaos in the streets when people realise that the only way to get what you want is to be physical to get it. There you go. That's as cryptic as I'll get on that one. And anyway, so I don't know. What do you reckon? Can we control them? Let me know. Cheers, bye.